I've not been funded. They pay you to not talk about things they don't want you to talk about. What do you think a plan?
I've not been funded. They pay you to not talk about things they don't want you to talk about. What do you think a plant is? Earlier this year, Katt Williams set the entertainment world ablaze with his explosive January interview where he didn't hold back in calling out some big names. While the spotlight has largely been on the people he directly criticized, many seem to overlook that he may have also exposed his host, Shannon Sharpe, in the process. Just take a look at Shannon's body language during the interview. There's something intriguing about it. "Keep lying until you say we don't believe you," Katt said during the interview. It's important in the checks and balances of the universe. Now, I don't want to come across as petty, but it's hard not to notice how Shannon's actions have sparked whispers and rumors. Some are even saying that 2024 has been Shannon's year, a year where he shattered expectations as an on-air personality. However, there's a growing buzz that Shannon Sharpe, the former NFL player, might not be as squeaky clean as he appears. Persistent rumors suggest that he has his own agenda, cleverly hidden behind his charismatic persona. It all started with Shannon's aggressive confrontation with Ja Morant's father at a Lakers game. For someone who's all about supporting the black community, his behavior seemed a bit contradictory, but that's just scratching the surface. Rumor has it that Shannon has been inviting guests onto his show only to use their revelations against them later on. Take Steve Harvey, for instance. Shannon's seemingly innocent question about Harvey's small-town roots in West Virginia might have had a deeper purpose. And what about Cedric the Entertainer? Did Shannon use Katt Williams as a mouthpiece to reveal their secrets? Some believe so, and it's been causing quite a stir. As expected, not everyone is taking this quietly. Cedric the Entertainer, for one, has spoken out about Katt Williams' comments during his interview with Shannon. According to him, it's a tricky time with people jumping onto blogs and spreading all sorts of rumors, some of which might not even be true. But as Cedric wisely put it, he's letting the dust settle before he decides to respond. The persistent rumors hint that Shannon Sharpe might have strategically invited stars like Steve Harvey and Cedric the Entertainer, only to later use Katt Williams to expose their deepest secrets. And if that was Shannon's plan, then it seems like he played his cards just right. What's particularly fascinating about this entire saga is the unexpected twist that followed the explosive interview. Shannon Sharpe, who initially seemed to stand firm, quickly found himself under fire from several big names in the entertainment industry. In a surprising turn of events, Shannon appeared to change his stance, seemingly turning his back on Katt Williams, the very person he had supported during that notorious interview. One of the most vocal critics was rapper Maze, who didn't hold back when calling out Shannon. In a bold and fiery statement, Maze accused him of being a fake pastor and demanded a response, adding fuel to an already blazing fire. But the drama didn't end there. Mike Epps, the well-known comedian and actor from Asterix Next Friday Asterix, soon added his voice to the mix. Epps took to social media, posting a picture where he labeled Shannon as zesty, a term that, while seemingly playful, carried a sharp edge. What began as online jabs between Epps and Sharpe soon escalated into threats of physical altercation. The tension was palpable, with both men making bold claims about settling their differences face to face. However, cooler heads prevailed, and the two eventually resolved their issues privately. But the feud didn't die down completely. Comedian Faison Love stirred the pot further during a podcast appearance where he speculated that Shannon Sharpe might have been genuinely afraid of confronting Mike Epps. Love suggested that Shannon knew about the reverence Mike Epps holds in his home state of Indiana, where he is beloved by many. According to Love, Shannon may have been intimidated by the potential backlash he could face if things got physical. Shannon and Mike Epps is solid, and not just his hood, every hood, they love Mike. He's that uncle, he's almost like me, Faison said. While some fans criticized Faison Love for bringing up these details after the feud had seemingly been settled, Others argued that it was important to understand the dynamics at play. Regardless, Shannon Sharpe didn't take these revelations lightly. The tension between Shannon Sharpe and Mike Epps initially flared up when Epps publicly claimed that he turned down an invitation to appear on Asterix Club Shay Shay Asterix. According to Epps, he refused the invite because he didn't want Shannon staring at him inappropriately during the interview. Epps's comments included homophobic slurs, which sparked outrage online. Shannon, naturally upset by these remarks, responded on his podcast, denying that he had ever invited Epps to be a guest. He then issued a stern warning to Epps, threatening to expose their private messages if his name was mentioned again. Epps didn't back down and took to social media, challenging Shannon to show up at the NBA All-Star Game to settle their differences in person. Epps also expressed frustration over Shannon making aggressive threats over what he considered a harmless joke. Despite the heated exchange, the two eventually met in private and managed to clear the air, preventing the situation from escalating further. Another major figure who has openly clashed with Shannon Sharpe is none other than NBA Hall of Famer Shaquille O'Neal. The ongoing online spat between Sharpe and Shaq has kept sports fans buzzing, and it recently reached a new level when Shannon addressed the situation during the Webby Awards red carpet on May 13th this year. The tension between these two sports legends began when they disagreed over the 2024 NBA MVP choice. The disagreement quickly escalated into a war of words, with Shaq even releasing an unexpected diss track on May 10th. The feud started after Sharpe accused Shaq of being jealous of Denver Nuggets player Nikola Jokic, who secured his third NBA MVP title in 4 years. Shaq, during an interview with Jokic on Asterix Inside the NBA Asterix, expressed that he believed the MVP award should have gone to Oklahoma City Thunder's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander instead. Sharpe, who disagreed with Shaq's take, shared his thoughts on his podcast Asterix the Nightcap Asterix, suggesting that Shaq's comments stemmed from a place of envy, given that Shaq has only one MVP trophy in his Hall of Fame career compared to Jokic's multiple accolades. Shaq didn't take kindly to Sharpe's criticism and fired back on Instagram, mocking Sharpe for not being ranked among the top 10 in his profession. But Shaq didn't stop there. He upped the ante by dropping a diss track where he called out Sharpe, saying, "You're way beneath me," and referred to Sharpe's podcast as a BS podcast. In the track, Shaq rapped, "Your whole demeanor is faker than a new rapper beef. You're soft before you get fly. You'd rather tweet me." Despite the heated exchanges, when asked about the feud during the Webby Awards, Sharpe took a more conciliatory tone. Speaking to Asterix People Asterix magazine, he said, "I don't have a problem with Shaq. He said what he said, and I'm ready to move on." But back to Katt Williams and how Shannon Sharpe used him to pass a message while trying to protect himself. The viral interview between Katt and Shannon rattled several people in the industry. The conversations exposed deep-seated issues that many celebrities know about, but avoid discussing for fear of being canceled. The almost 3-hour-long chat saw Katt Williams take aim at numerous individuals across Hollywood and the music industry, with no topic or person too sensitive to criticize. Katt began by addressing his distrust